America as the melting pot is part of our national myth and of our reality. The great European migrations of 1880 and 1920 transformed the country, not just by making it bigger, but by making it a great dynamic world power. Now it's the Latinos' turn, almost 50 million today, expected to increase to almost 65 million by mid-century, when 1 in 3 of every American is likely to be of Hispanic origin.
Virtually everything in America that revolves around growth, around people, around the progression of people through ages will involve the Latino population as never before.
Cisneros, former big city mayor and cabinet secretary, believes that Hispanics are driven by many of the same factors that attracted early migrants: political freedom and economic opportunity. So too does Tom Castro, a prominent Mexican-American businessman.
American values of freedom and economic opportunity and egalitarianism are cherished by Hispanics, but not always enjoyed by Hispanics in their home countries. People come here and experience for the first time an opportunity to get ahead.
Opportunity, freedom, hard work. Listen to the words of some of the ordinary Hispanics who are chasing the new American dream.
The American dream is non-existent without hard work, without work ethic, and my parents have definitely applied that. I feel that in every American dream, whatever it may be, people work hard and believe in themselves and definitely try to bring the best out of everyone, and that's definitely happened to us.
That you work hard, and if you have the right education and the right commitment and loyalty to the organization or the company you are working for, you don't have any doubt that you will be rewarded.
We don't expect any handouts. We get what we work for, and we get paid for what we do.
But are they Americans? Right-wing pundits fill the airwaves doubting their loyalty, savaging their culture, and pointing to language as proof that Latinos are different from the rest of us. Tamar Jacoby, a scholar and immigration advocate, disagrees.
Look at the language patterns. I mean, even kids that grow up, Latino kids that grow up in Spanish-speaking households, 85% of them speak English well or very well. By the third generation, 75% of them can't even speak Spanish. So, the second and third generation, there's no question to me, we're talking about Americans.
Language is the great equalizer, and no one knows that more than immigrants.
At home, I usually speak English.
So we came to this country not speaking any English, and they threw us into the mainstream public education system, and it was the best thing they could have done.
But even after they mastered the language, Hispanics are hyphenated Americans, like the Irish and Italians and Poles before them.
So when you fill out applications, they ask you, are you white, are you Latina, are you black? And then I was like, oh, which one am I? Am I black or am I Latina? Or because I didn't know.
That's like an issue with us, being first generation. It's what do we identify with? Are we Mexican? Are we Guatemalan? Are we American?
Part of the confusion results from changing countries and cultures, but part is a reaction to the prejudice and even racism that immigrants encounter.
I see that my son is growing up with a lot of racism and prejudice, especially at the school level. The teachers are not culturally sensitive, and the school is not culturally sensitive.
It's still acceptable in polite company to speak about Hispanics in ways that you couldn't speak about other ethnic groups in this country.
And that racism is everywhere, deeply felt by Hispanics, and one of the factors that could sap the strength from what should be a dramatic force for national renewal.
It's easy for us to look at it and say, hurry up, and, aren't they going to get a great bargain when they become Americans? It takes a long time, it's difficult, and it does involve loss. But I think, people make the choice and they do it because they think it's going to bring them something, they see it bringing them something of great value. And I think we're seeing that happen with this generation of Hispanics the same way we saw it happen with generations of immigrants before them.
Bienvenidos a la Nueva America.